Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Devin with Laxton Auto Detailer. Today we have in a 2025 Kia K4 in for a ceramic coating and an interior mini detail. We're going to be completely transforming this car. Now, my client has not washed the car since she bought it a few months ago because it was the winter and she didn't trust any car washes to not scratch the car. And so having a quick once over on the car, there's very, very minor marring on the paint, probably from the dealership is my assumption. So that just means I have less clear coat to remove to reveal a beautiful finish, which is always the best thing to do, always my preferred thing to do. I always like to preserve as much as I can of the car. Clear coat is a finite resource, it doesn't grow back. So first we're gonna wash the car, do a full decon, gonna do the interior. It's really not that bad, mostly the floor mats and the floor, and a quick wipe down. And yeah, let me show you the car. All right, so the car's been washed, been deconned, the inside's been done. Really just took kind of a good wipe down, vacuuming the floors. That's pretty much it. Door jambs, windows, and all that. Now it's time to do the polish. I did a quick inspection of the paint. It's in fairly good shape. Like I said, she didn't wash it since she bought it. It's been a few months during winter or right before winter. And that's a good thing because when you take it to car washes, you know, people who get paid minimum wage don't, you know, they're not there to make sure that they're not adding any marring to the paint. They're just there to clean the car. And so you get what you pay for, obviously. So the only thing I see on the paint is a little bit of snow brushing, even though it is that foam brush and whatever was there from the dealership when they did their glaze or whatever they did. I see still a couple little sanding marks from the factory. In case you don't know, detailers do quite a bit at the dealership. Some of them do, some not. When you get a car in from the dealership, it could be sitting on a lot for 6 months somewhere and then transported. It could have bug guts staining, just sitting in the sun for a long time. Water spots too, if it's parked next to a sprinkler, if it gets contaminated water or anything like that. Also at the factory or at the plant or wherever everything's finalized, I'm assuming that there is someone or something that does some form of touch-ups, sanding and polishing. So a lot of times you'll see random rotary haze or not finished little sanding marks where there was a dust nib or something like that. So, you know, depending on the car and the color, detailers will have to spend a little bit more time, a little bit more effort to try to get it to the point where it actually looks brand new. Because cars are really not in a perfect state when you get it at the detailing department at the dealership. It's been gone through so many people have touched it. It's been potentially washed by this company that rinses down the car and dries it outside. So in any case, now it's in my hands. So it's got a little bit dusty. It's kind of starting to be pollen season. So I'm just gonna quickly remove some of the pollen and gonna get into polishing this, just doing a nice one step on it, adding a ton of gloss. It's already super glossy. Even outside it looked really good. I needed to look really close up to see any minor marring or swirl marks or haze or anything like that. There are some places, but it's gonna all be hopefully corrected today. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so far I've done the hood, the front fenders, the doors in the back, half the roof, the trunk, and all it's missing is the bumper, and then just the side. This is a single stage paint correction, paint enhancement, one step, whatever you want to call it. I'm using a polishing / finishing pad and finishing polish. And this is really, really sensitive paint as far as I can see. It's kind of medium soft, so the swirls, they get removed really easily, but I have to be so careful not to put in any marring from wiping either with a rinseless dampened towel or the dry microfiber when removing the polish. Keeping in mind that I'm also going to have to do a panel prep and then putting the coating on and then leveling the coating. So I'm trying to be as thorough as possible. Some people, when they do paint enhancement or a one step, they don't put the light on it, but I'm trying to do the most justice possible for this car. It's sparkly black, like the flakes in there are super colorful. There's like rainbow flakes. It's really, really nice. I'm just trying to do a nice job. I'm not gonna do a 3-stage. I'm not gonna spend 4 hours on one panel. It doesn't even need that. It's not that I won't do it. First of all, it's not what was promised, and second of all, it's not what the car needs, which is why I sold it that way. There are some etching from tree sap. I removed the tree sap, but then there's still etching left. I'll polish it to the point where I can, but I can see that there's an actual change in the texture of the paint in certain areas. To remove that, you really have to wet sand, and I'm not going to start to spot sand. I really don't like sanding if I don't absolutely have to. You change the texture of the paint in just that area. You remove the original orange peel, and then the next time, if there's a scratch in that area that you want to polish, you risk going through the clear coat. Clear is one of the things that companies are skimping on a little bit. So it's also water-based, so it's kind of really thin and it's really delicate for the most part. So always do less than you think you need to, because sometimes it's actually more than you have to do. Just listening to podcasts and music just to try to push myself through this. It's a really hot day. It's like, must be 30 degrees in the garage, but it's so dusty outside. There's so much pollen. I can't afford to open the door. It's just going to contaminate things even further. So let's push through, and yeah, let's keep going. Thanks for tuning in. Alright guys, so polishing is done. I went over some panels multiple times just to get the finish that I wanted. Some of them turned out better, some of them turned out decent. It has driven through the winter. It has experienced all the kick-ups from the trucks in front of you when you drive, and the road salt and everything. So all the, it's experienced terrible winter, and here in Montreal we got terrible winter. So even though it's a relatively new car, it's still used, and some things you can't fix, some things you can. So the whole point of a service like this is to enhance the paint, refine it as much as you can, not leave any weird hazing or visible marring or anything like that from the polishing step. And when you polish, make sure you don't heat up the panel, because when you do heat up the panel, what you get is the clear coat will expand and will synthetically and temporarily hide the swirl marks and the haze and the marring potentially that's in the surface, because molecules get hot and they expand, and so because of that you won't see. And then maybe it looks good, and in a day or two when the material completely relaxes, then you get those swirl marks and those phantom haze and all that stuff come right back to the surface. Proper polishing techniques is definitely essential, especially for a black car. So after we did the wash, the decon, the polish, then the last step before the coating is using something like this. This is DIY panel prep. Now, whatever coating you're using, it's recommended to always use that manufacturer's paint prep, but in essence, they're all somewhat the same. Don't buy a cheap dollar store variety. Get something that's high quality, that's reviewed and tested, and that people generally like. A panel prep is a mixture of surfactants and some lubricants and alcohol and stuff like that. It's going to help remove any of the residue left from the wash process, the decon process, the polishing process. So any of the oils left on the surface, any of the fingerprints, things like that, anything that's going to prevent the proper adhesion of a ceramic coating on the clear coat, this is going to remove. Now there's another product that DIY came out with. It's called C6 Adhesion Promoter Polish, which is essentially a polish that will prep the paint and excite the pores and swell the pores to the point where a ceramic coating will bond easier to the clear coat. Now, to use a product like this, you need a dual action polisher or palm sander with a oscillation between 2 to 9 millimeters. Now, I did buy a little sample size of this product at the recommendation of Ivan from DIY, but then today it came to mind that I have a 12 millimeter 3-inch dual action polisher and a 21 millimeter 6-inch dual action polisher and a rotary, none of which fit the criteria for using C6 app. So what I'm left with is using DIY Detail panel prep, but that's totally fine. I've used this product before, fantastic product. So we're gonna use this on the paint, on the glass, and on the plastic. And after that, we're gonna coat, panel by panel, and yeah. After that, the car will be finished. It's gonna stay indoors overnight until the pickup tomorrow afternoon. So let's get to the panel prep. Massive mistake that I did today, that I made, was that I didn't wear gloves for the, a large part of the detail process today. And I really feel it in my hands. My skin's really dry. There are oils and whatnot in the polish and compound, but that doesn't mean that the solvents in it won't dry out your skin, and they definitely do. Even Rinseless wash, it's a safe and effective product, and it's very delicate and it's light and all that good stuff, but it's still recommended to wear protection. You don't want it exposed to your skin. You definitely don't want it in your eyes and all that stuff. So anytime you detail a car, wear gloves, especially if you're using, you know, wheel acid or ceramic coatings or whatever. Just protect your skin. Your skin's super absorbent, so anything that's really gets on your skin, it's very possible that it could go through. And you know, the long-term damage of something like that, it's pretty bad. It could be, it's very detrimental to your health. Yeah, I smell the alcohol. That's cool. So flip the towel into 4. Give it a little shake. Every chemical and product that you use, you do want it to be homogenized. So, you know, in case there's anything that's settled more towards the bottom or to the top, you don't want any weird concentrates of the product. So always mix your product. There we go. So this product is not something you're going to spray willy-nilly on the paint and then go. You're going to keep one damp side and one dry side. And at the worst case, you take another towel. That'll be your dry towel if there's too much solution that's traveling. If you spray the panel directly, you're going to be, you know, wasting some product, and then you're actually not going to be removing as much of the oil and residue on the panel as possible. You want to wipe it wet and then dry it basically immediately. You don't want it to flash on the surface because then it's just going to stay right there. So it being on the paint isn't doing anything. It being on the paint and being massaged and then wiped dry right after, that's what is doing the cleaning. So open the trigger. There we go. Get it a little damp. And, you know, always test it out. So here it's a little dry and hot in the garage. There, that looks fantastic. So you just basically do that on the whole car. There we go. This shouldn't take too long. It's literally just a few sections per area. So don't overthink too much. Just go with it. And you could feel under the towel where there could be more residue or less residue of stuff. It's gonna bite a little bit more, or it's gonna glide a little bit more. But when you're done the panel wipe, you could see essentially the true reflection of the panel, the true look. There we go. I try to be a little bit methodical about it. I'll do the glass last. So I'll do all the paint. As I move towards the half, I'll do, you know, half the roof, the doors, and keep going. And then all the way around. When I'm done there, then I start with the windshield and I go from there. Okay, so as said before, today we are using a DIY detail coating. This is their 3-year graphene coating. This is the type 2. I've used this one before in the past. It's an excellent coating. It's super slick. It's really easy to apply. You know, you just do your little section first to kind of figure out the environment to see how it's going to react. It comes with an applicator pad. Yeah, just an all-around good product. 3 years for me is like a perfect time for a ceramic coating. You know, if you put the 8-year on, who's to say that at 3 years the car's not super swirled up, or you know, maybe you didn't take care of it and you have to polish it off and you know, finish the paint and then apply a new coating on. So, you know, for me, 3 years is great. And if you do proper maintenance washes on it every week, every 2 weeks, every month, or so on and so forth, you can get extended life out of your coating. In fact, you can get 10 years out of a 3-year coating if you wanted to. If you just keep cleansing the paint and applying toppers, it's really simple. So keep it clean, keep it maintained, and yeah, so let's start with the 3-year application. We're gonna do all the paint first, and then we're gonna do the glass. and then we'll do the trim. And yeah, let's get started. So this is the coating. Really nice coating. It's in a metal jar. There you go. You got your QR code for your SDS and some videos. So there you go. It's got graphene in it, so we're gonna shake it up. That's about good. This is, wow, that's a lot of coating. So here we're gonna do some nice circular motions. Probably gonna do half the hood with the amount of coating I put on. Let's bring some of that over here. Wow, way too much coating. So I'm just gonna spread it a little bit more. Just so that it's a little bit more even Steven. Go, put that there. I already see it rainbowing. So this is going to be, it's kind of a big test spot, but we'll go with it. Worst case, if it starts to become sort of a hard spot, or a high spot rather, you just put a little bit more coating on it and then wipe it off again. These solvents in there will reactivate. Okay, I see a lot of rainbowing, so I'm just going to start to wipe a little bit. And I think it needs maybe another minute or so, maybe 30 seconds, maybe less. Actually, that looks pretty good now. Okay, so here we're just gonna go and some nice big circle motions. With our first towel. All right, put that on the side. Take our second towel, a little bit lower nap. And just go over everything. Use your good eye, make sure there's no high spots. High spot is essentially coating that was not properly leveled. Because when you're doing the wipe off, you're actually spreading the ceramic and the solvent and allowing the solvent to evaporate easier. So this is like a second and a third application, and then allowing the solvents to evaporate. It's not there are some products that are self-leveling. This is not one of them. So I think that looks pretty good. We're gonna keep going. Once again, I put way too much product on. That's okay. Just spread it out a little bit. This is the simplest part of the process, but it requires equal amounts of attention to detail as the polishing step. Because when you polish, you want, ideally an excellent finish. And when you ceramic coat, you also want an excellent finish. You don't want high spots. Already rainbowing. It's really hot, and the AC is going, so the air is drying out, and it's warm. So perhaps that's helping the solvents right now. So it's definitely rainbowing. Got a little 15 seconds or so. Nice long wipes. Wiping, but I'm just really trying to be thorough. There's not really any damage that can be done to the panel. It's super slick, so there we go. Now you just got to repeat that over the whole car. All right, so I did the hood, I did the whole right side, the whole roof, the whole trunk, the whole bumper area, made my way all around the car. Did the rear door. I did the top pillar. Now I'm at the driver door. We got the side mirror, the fender, and then the front bumper. After that, I'm going to be doing the glass. At the same time of doing this, I've been doing the trim that's been attached to each panel. I wasn't sure if this was going to do enough because there's some scratch marks and stuff on it. I did clean it really well, but it still seems to be sort of like fading a little bit. But this coating is doing it justice. It's actually doing an incredible job at sort of giving it a little bit more life. So it's not always the case that you need a dedicated trim restorer. Sometimes you just need to clean it really well and then use a coating on top just to condition it, if you will. So I'm just gonna start with that nice line and then do some circles and sort of drag it down. Just having a little fun with it. You do the handles, always do the handles. Around, inside, over, on top, underneath, everywhere. Do the handles. It's the most touch part of a car. It's already rainbowing. Just totally fine. Seems to be a very forgiving coating. This is my favorite part of a ceramic coating job because honestly, it's the easiest, most relaxing too. You get to enjoy the fruit of the labor. Massage it in nicely. I did use panel prep on the plastic too, so just in case. Let's just double check I didn't miss anything. There's no point in going over it, 2-3 times. Just because you're re-massaging it in doesn't mean it's doing anything, but I'm just gonna do this to make sure I didn't forget any areas. It's currently midnight, so I'm a little tired, but that's okay. I'm gonna wait a minute for it to flash a little bit more, then we'll wipe off the excess and level it. Been using the same 2 towels since I started. I might do a separate one just for the glass. I really don't want any high spots on the glass. I'd rather a high spot, over here than on something that you have to look through every single day. Start to wipe in circles, underneath, on top, over, inside. It's a weird spot there. A couple weekends ago, I was at a workshop Ivan was hosting. We were like 6 people, 7 people with Sylvie, and we all polished. We washed and deconned a Honda truck. Washed, deconned, polished, ceramic coated with the 8-year coating, and it took like 2 hours, 3 hours with everybody there. That was really awesome. And basically everyone there hasn't picked up a polisher ever, except for, you know, Ivan, myself, and Sylvie. I actually like the backhand method too. You can hold the corner with all the open corners. A little bit easier on your shoulder. I'm just really being cautious because this is a really shiny black vehicle. I don't want any high spots. All right, so all the paint, all the trim's done. What's left is to do the glass. Now, unfortunately, the wiper arms are beneath the hood. So typically I would just pick them up, but I'll just go all the way up to the edge. So it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna take coating by a little bit right there. Might be too much, but that's okay. There we go. Nice circles. I'm wearing cotton joggers. I work a lot in these because they're extremely soft. There's nothing abrasive on them. Even the string, the cord is inside the pants. So there's not, even if I do touch the car, I'm not worried about scratching it at all. Just get a nice layer of film on there. Gonna wait about a minute. I don't think that was quite a minute, but I already see it flashing, so just going to use my first leveling towel. Do a nice once over. Take my second towel. Oh yeah, feels super slick already. I love coating glass. You don't really need a glass coating. If you already have ceramic coating, it's basically good enough for the glass. It won't do any harm. A quick look in the light. And then use my hand to feel the surface. There we go. Now I'm just gonna continue with the rest of the glass. Very nice. So I did 3. There's a third little one in the back. By the time I finish the third one, the first one would be essentially ready. The first wipe. I see some nice rainbow. Gonna go in with the towel. Put a little bit of pressure. It is glass, so obviously can't really scratch that. Super simple. You just have to be somewhat methodical about it. You know, you don't want to forget a door or something. You don't want to forget a section of the glass, you know, or the trim. Just go section by section. Ceramic coating is really not that difficult.